What up, and welcome back to the Kraken Cans Podcast, the podcast where we crack open a cold one and dive into the weird,
the haunted,
and the straight up curse. Thank you for the help. I was drawing a blank there. I am one half of your hosting duo, Mike with a C, joined here by Corey
with an
E, and we are
in the new year.
New year, Paranuary.
Remember how I told you? Paranuary.
Why do I still put an N?
There's an N.
But I throw two in. There's one, I think.
Yeah.
Paranuary.
Paranuary.
Yeah, so we are diving into all paranormal topics all month of January. It's back by popular demand after last year.
Yeah, we had a lot of votes for it.
A lot of votes for it.
A lot of votes
for it. I still don't know what I'm doing next week.
Hey, if not, I got you.
Yeah, you do it. I'm like, I'm hitting the wall, hitting a little burnout of getting a topic, getting her going. But that's why we got guests coming on this month.
You got guests. Just have to want schedule dates to
meet with the guests. The dates aren't confirmed, but we have. So I feel like I can say who's.
You
coming
can say it. It's locked in.
Yeah. So Jenny, who was in our Pennhurst episode part 2 last year, she's coming back on to tell her experience about a haunted place we were going to be talking about. And also we have our friend Brian, who won our giveaway at the Bigfoot and Cryptid Festival, the Central PA Bigfoot and Cryptid Festival last year.
He's got some real-life paranormal stories that he wants to share with you guys. I don't know how many. He has a handful.
And listen, Corey knew Brian from work, and I just met him at the Bigfoot and Cryptid Festival. This dude is a fun guy.
He's a talker.
He's a talker, and he is fun.
He's funny, too.
Funny, yes.
Fun and funny.
He will be perfect for an episode.
Yes, he will blow your pants off.
Whoa.
Just like he lit up the food truck for being out of French fries.
Dude, that was one of the highlights of the Bigfoot Festival, watching him.
Yeah, because we were just like,
yo, French fries!
Because we're just walking by, like, who the hell is like...
Yeah, and it's like, Brian? We thought you left 3 hours ago. Nah, I just been doing laps. That dude got there at 9 a.m., and I don't think he left till 9 p.m.
The dude did 35,000 steps
at
that
least.
day. At least, yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna get to enjoy his stories. But to kick off Paranuary, what beer do we have, Corey?
What beer do we got? We got a beer from Other Half Brewing Company out of Brooklyn, New York, called Seeing Things.
Other Half?
Yes, what I said.
You said Other Hands.
Did I say Other Hands?
Yeah.
I'll start
Other
over.
Half. No, I'm keeping it.
All right, we'll keep it.
Yeah.
Well, it's just Tired Hands has been on my mind.
That's what it is, yeah.
Do they ever do a crossover?
Cool, I'll look that up.
Yeah.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah. Because that would be a banger. Because this beer company, they're good. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Which one?
Both of them.
Both. Yeah, they do. They're both good.
But today we got Seeing Things, which is an Imperial IPA, coming in at 8.3%. Hey, baby. And how Other Half Brewing Company started. Sam Richardson, Matt Monahan, and Andrew Berman founded Other Half Brewing Company. And
Sam, Matt, and Andy? Are you kidding me?
Sam, Matt, and Andy, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's who it was?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
They're the same guys that started that other brewery. Other Half.
Other Half.
Because they got the other half of Other Half.
Oh, yeah.
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 Whole half.
So they founded this brewery in 2014 with a simple mission to create beer that they wanted to drink from a company that they wanted to be a part of. Their vision was to push the boundaries of beer and the culture that surrounds it by representing the other half of the industry. So basically they were trying to kind of not be like everybody else. That's why they're being the other half.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah,
little play on words.
Which is cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Like it a lot. The reason I chose this beer pretty much speaks for itself.
What was that look for?
I thought you burped and I was waiting for it.
No. Sorry. Caught me off guard.
The reason I chose this beer pretty much speaks for itself. It is called Seeing Things. And today we're going to be diving into animals and the paranormal and how many think that animals can see things that we as humans cannot. We will also touch on ghost pets. So, Mike, let's cheers, baby, and start seeing things ourselves.
Ooh, metal clink
Wow.
there. Yeah.
Nice. That was a nice sound.
Brought the authority with that one.
Surprised you didn't shatter my glass.
This is good brew, man. All their stuff's good.
That's a That's a high quality brew.
It is a high quality brew.
Because their stuff's a little expensive.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like, there's a reason for it. They put all the high end quality stuff in their brews.
You said they're from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a Brooklyn thing to be expensive. Because remember when we got, what is it, KCBC?
Yeah.
They were expensive too.
Yeah.
And they were out of Brooklyn. But yeah, this is good. And the can is so cool. The can is literally just
Like, it's basic. Like,
super basic.
It's basic, but, like, it draws you in.
Yeah, it's just, all it is just like a white sticker on a silver can. And there's ghosts all over the sticker. But the ghosts are just kind of like cut out. So it's just the reflection of the can in the background. Oh, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Like, they have a lot of, we were talking about some of the names of their beer, like Breakfast Taco, I think, was one of the.
Broccoli, just one called Broccoli.
What was the other?
Jumbo Slice.
Jumbo Slice, yeah. I mean, they have a lot of neat names for their beer and stuff. I like when people just do off the wall names like that, because in my mind, you can never stop making beer. Then you'll never run out of names.
Well, I remember my brother-in-law. He was at the one distributor up the road, and he got Broccoli. And there was a girl there, like college girl, working and stuff, and she's like, "Does that really taste like broccoli?"
And he's like, "No, it tastes like broccoli cheddar soup. It's even better."
Yeah, I don't know what he said.
Oh, he probably flipped out.
Yeah, probably.
Knowing him, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
I mean, Sam.
Yeah.
From the Melonheads episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He's probably like, "Oh my god!"
yeah. What do you? No, it doesn't taste like broccoli. Are you kidding me? It's insane.
This is a beer.
This is a beer. This isn't a soup that you can buy at Panera. It's insane. Why would it be like that?
Yeah,
Why?
take my money and let me go.
Yeah. I'll be back. Let me know when you have nugget nectar and I'll be back.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is really good. I think all their beers seem like they're dry hopped.
Yeah.
This is double dry hop, so I don't know if that means they dry hop it twice.
That'd be my guess. They
Yeah.
dry hop it once,
I would think.
and they dry
I don't know if it was
dry
like
hump it again.
dry hump it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what two dry hops mean.
One hump.
One dry hop, one dry hump.
Oh, so
You
just
get
one
the-
for one.
Yeah.
It's not 2 for 1.
No, but in the end, you get the double dry hopped.
But with that, before we get into the episode, Corey, will you kind of break down what we're talking about when we're talking about Paranuary?
Yes.
Paranormal January. That's what I'm going to start
Yes,
calling it.
yeah.
Paranormal January.
Paranuary.
Panuary.
We
Yep.
can just add a little hyphen in there and make it easier.
I don't-
Paranuary.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's
I believe it should make it easier, but I don't think it will.
make it harder.
Yes.
It's one more character you got to read
Exactly.
or not read.
Well,
But
anyways,
anyways,
kind of outline the month for us. in a
hell
way.
yeah. We are diving headfirst into our Kraken Cans Cast second annual Paranuary, where the entire month will focus on the paranormal. Mike already kind of went into some of the episodes we have lined up for the month that we are looking forward to. But before we get into today's episode on animals in the paranormal, let's first define the term paranormal as we lead into Paranuary. Because I feel that there's a lot of confusion on the term and that people often think the paranormal is only about ghosts, demons, and negative entities.
I was under the assumption that we were talking about the fruit pears this month.
Ooh.
But I've been researching in a haunted orchard,
Oh, yeah.
so I guess it'll still work.
It covers it.
Yeah.
It's just a subdivision.
All right.
Yep. And until we started this podcast, I was probably in the crowd that thought this as well. Just from movies like Paranormal Activity and the act of paranormal investigating, which usually involves aforementioned topics. However, the term paranormal actually refers to events, abilities, or phenomena that are outside the scope of normal scientific understanding and experience. It involves things like ghosts, psychic powers such as telepathy, UFOs, reincarnation, unexplained mysteries beyond nature's laws, often touching on the psychic, mystical, or supernatural realms. Essentially, it's anything that can't be explained by current science but is claimed to exist, like spirits or mind over matter.
So what Corey's saying is paranormal is us,
Yeah.
our cast,
Yeah.
essentially.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You cover cryptids, you
Yeah.
cover UFOs, we cover hauntings, we cover all that.
Ertang.
Everything.
Yeah. But did you know? Because I honestly didn't really know that. Until we
No.
got into this podcast, you think that paranormal is just this category of ghost spirits, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I would never
Yeah.
consider UFOs in paranormal, but it makes perfect sense that they are. I wouldn't
Yeah.
consider cryptids in paranormal, but it makes perfect sense
Yeah.
that they are.
Yeah. So we're educating y'all.
Yeah, we are. That's what we do on this show.
Yeah.
If you are looking for a podcast that is 100% not fun and 100% educational, come join us. That's where we're at.
Yeah. And hey, if you want to go to college and spend thousands and thousands of dollars, go ahead. But you can listen to us for free.
Yeah.
And we'll give you the same type of education.
Yep. And you'll learn through this cast. Corey went to college.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
We're both idiots. So,
Yeah, so
it's
you
a
get
50-50
to
shot,
you
really.
get to the same point.
Yeah,
You get to
it
the
doesn't
same
matter.
spot. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So the term paranormal is quite complex once you really start breaking it down into the different pieces that make it up. Today, I'm going to be discussing some of my family's personal experiences with animals and the paranormal, specifically our recently deceased cat, Bogey. And I do want to say that these stories haven't been shared with too many people, and the first one it's pretty tragic and sad because it's a real life situation that happened to some of our neighbors. But these stories are all legit, and maybe they can be explained with logic and reasoning, but everything surrounding these two stories really make you wonder, is there more going on? After the stories, we will dig into some of the science and thoughts behind animals and the paranormal. So, Mike, let's go there.
Let's go there. All right, so before we get too far into this episode, Corey, we're going to be talking about, I would say specifically, probably in our month of
Paranuary.
Yeah. Paranormal January, we're going to be talking about hauntings.
Yeah.
And ghosts. I would say more so. That's kind of the whole basis of our January.
Yeah.
Are you a believer in ghosts?
Yes.
Okay.
Just based off of my experiences in life and some stuff that I've seen and experienced.
Okay.
Really, is why.
Dude, I can't. I just want to go to a haunted place with you. Because I'm 1,000% a skeptic. People can email and be like, I saw ghosts, and you can tell me your stories, and I'll listen to your stories, and I'll believe it. You thought you saw what you saw. I'm not gonna sit here and make a dick out of you or anything, but I just can't. I don't know. I never had any experiences. Yeah. I don't believe it. I
think if I was in the same boat as you, if I didn't have any personal experiences, I wouldn't believe in it.
Yeah. I will straight up say right now, I will go to the most haunted location people can think of. One of them we're going to talk about this month, I would say, is probably up there in one of the most haunted places.
We could get
in
to
the
it
US.
in 5-6 hours.
Oh, drive. I thought you meant we could record it in 5 or 6 hours. So I was gonna be like, ooh, that'd be pretty early.
No.
But yeah, we could record it that time. I don't care. But I'm just 100% skeptic. I don't really know what it would take to get me to believe. But
probably just some type of experience.
It would have to be something huge, though.
I don't know if it would have to be huge.
The way my brain works, my brain is stupid.
Pretty off.
Yeah, it's way off. So there can be a lot of things in my brain that other people's brains would just be like, oh, crap, we should run. We're in danger. I'd be like, ooh, wonder what's going on down there. Is that a rat fight? There are 2 rats down there wrestling? Because I kind of want to go watch that if there's a rat fight down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if anybody has the hookup, which I know we're going to have Jenny on later this month that kind of has the hookup.
Which we're still trying to go out with her.
Yeah. We're trying to
excursion.
We could throw this out there too for Panuary. Fuck.
Paranuary.
Yeah, dude, I am never going to be able to say that word.
That's all right. I got you.
If we
I made up the words.
If we have enough people that would be legitimately interested in doing this, that want to reach out to us and meet us at Pennhurst, we can figure out how much it would cost for all of us to go there.
It's like $1,000 for a group of 10 or more.
Yeah. So if we can get 10 of us for $100 or 12 of us for even less than that, you want to reach out to us and you want to do that, I would be willing to do that. I would have to convince my wife. She does not want me to do that. You know why?
She won't want you to bring anything back.
She thinks there's demons, which I mean, I can understand that, demons. So
we'll cleanse you before we leave.
Dude, there might not be enough holy water in the world to cleanse my ass.
I'm gonna bring Sam's bidet, and you'll be
cleansed.
Hell yeah. Like there'll be nothing
hell
touching you for the rest of your life.
Dude, that might be like next level. If you went to all these haunted locations, put a bidet with holy water on all of them, could you essentially cleanse the world of demons? And shit.
That's what I mean.
Demons.
Both.
Both.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
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 Holy shit.
Literally.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This is getting wild.
Yeah.
We might have just solved ghosts.
And I'm anti-bidet. I'll be honest with you.
You're anti-bidet. I'm anti-ghost.
So
together
we're
clean asses, ghost-free.
Yeah.
Mostly.
That's why we're peanut butter and jelly.
That's right.
And unfortunately, I'm the fucking jelly.
You have to be.
I don't want to be.
Did I tell you the other day, my son had a peanut butter and jelly, my youngest, and he rubbed it all over the front door handle. So I went to leave, and I think it was to come record with you like 2 weeks ago, and I touched it, and I freaked out. It just reminded me of the Black Monk episode with jelly on the handle. I lost my mind.
So maybe that's how it ended up on all the doorknobs is like little kids.
Could be.
Yeah. We just solved that. Boom.
Dude,
we ain't going to solve no eggshells, though. Anyway, we got to get into this shit.
You never saw my son eat a hard-boiled egg with the shell still on. So, solve that one. And you know him, so you can kind of envision it.
I can see it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Going to get into my first story here because the two of them kind of tie together. So, I'm not going to say the kid's first name. I'm going to call him D by his first name's initial. And my cat, Bogey.
Bowie?
Bogey. Like in golf.
Gotcha.
And I do want to give a disclaimer before going into this story that it involves a young child and his siblings who tragically passed away. So back in 2014, during my junior year of college, I would travel home on some weekends. Our house sat near an old farmhouse that was being rented by a Mennonite family. A mother with several children. One of them was a boy. And like I said, we're going to call him D. D was about 9 or 10 years old, and he meant no harm at all. He was just bored, curious, and always looking for something to do. He used to wander over to our place often, and if someone was outside, he'd stop and talk, usually with my stepdad, and sometimes help him with little odds and ends. And if no one was around, he'd knock on the front door just to say hello. But what he loved most about our house wasn't us. It was our orange cat, Bogey. And Bogey was special. We always felt a connection to him that's hard to explain. A year or two earlier, my stepdad had found him at a golf course, tiny, orange, and fearless. Bogey came charging out of the woods and chased the golf cart all over the course. At one point, he even jumped in for a ride. He started chasing golf balls, and it was his job. And my stepdad jokingly said that if the kitten followed him back to his truck, he would keep him. Bogey followed him back. And that was it. He had a name, a home, and quickly became part of our family. D bonded with Bogey almost immediately. We had another cat at the time, but D wanted nothing to do with her. Bogey was his guy. He'd hold him, pet him, talk to him. There was quite a connection between them that everyone noticed. Eventually, D and his family moved, but they didn't go far, just a mile or two up the road closer to where my wife's family lived. Not long after they settled into their new farmhouse, tragedy struck. One night, the house caught fire and burned to the ground. D and several of his siblings were killed. And from what we were told, D initially made it out of the house, but ran back inside to try to save his younger siblings and never came back out. The family used kerosene lamps, and D often smelled of kerosene, which led many to believe that that's what caused the fire.
This was a Mennonite family, correct?
Yeah.
So if you don't really know or you're not familiar with Mennonites, I would say I feel like everybody knows what Amish is.
Yeah, they're like
a step up from Amish where they'll typically use vehicles and things like that, but a lot of times they still had that rusticness to the way they chose to live their life.
Yeah, yep. It devastated the town and hit our family hard too. We had grown attached to this kid, and Bogey, for his part, was unlike any cat we'd ever known. He acted like a dog, he played fetch, he followed you everywhere, and every single day, without fail, he would run to the side mudroom door when someone came home. It was like clockwork. You could count on Bogey being there to greet you when you came in like the side door to the house. Like he was always there. Like there was never a time where he wasn't there. The day after Dee passed away, my mom, stepdad, and sister, they were out doing errands or something, came home together. They opened the side door and Bogey wasn't there, which alone was strange. They took a step into the house, and that's when they saw him. Bogey was sitting still, almost frozen, staring at the front door, the door Dee used to knock on, the one he'd stand at waiting to see his friend. My family stopped. They looked at Bogey. Then they all looked at each other. Bogey didn't move. Slowly, while still staring at the door, his head began lifting, like rising inch by inch, until he was looking like upward in the sky. As if he was following something that, they couldn't see. As if watching someone or something start at the ground and take off into the sky. No one said a word, but they all felt like something that they couldn't describe, like what they felt. They all felt just something like that just was off.
Not a negative off.
Not a negative, just like
they could just feel
they felt something like
in the air,
the energy,
different.
like something was off, and like they all looked at each other, but nobody said a word. And now, of course, this could have just been a coincidence. There are plenty of rational explanations for animal behavior, but the feeling in that room, shared by everyone who witnessed it, was overwhelming. It felt like Dee had come back one last time, not for us, but to say goodbye to his friend Bogey. And whether you believe in the paranormal or not, that moment has never left my family, because sometimes pets seem to notice things that we can't. And sometimes they remind us that connections don't always end when life does. So that's that story. Which, yeah, it could be explained, but, it's always that question, like, makes you wonder.
Well, yeah, and I from my own standpoint as a non-believer, I'm not going to sit there and say that those events didn't happen. I feel like that's some of the way that non-believers approach things. It's like, well, it's like, no, your family still experienced this moment.
Yeah.
Who am I to take that from? I can't totally explain what went on, So it's interesting.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's so many parts of our world that, as much as we want to understand what's going on, there's really no explanation as to what's going on.
Yeah.
Nothing that we can understand. We talked about it with the Men in Black episode a little bit, with some of the UFO stuff a little bit. There might be a lot of things in our world that we actually mentally and physically can't comprehend.
Like we don't have the ability to.
We don't have the ability. Yeah. The way our brains work, we can't figure this thing out.
And I think I dive into it a little later on, but like, what if animals have that extra ability?
Could. Yeah. That's why they can't talk.
Yeah. That's right.
So here's a question. Would you give up talking to be able to see spirits?
Give up talking?
You would?
I wouldn't give up my vision. I already gave up like half of it. I gotta wear.
Yeah, you barely have any vision.
That's what I'm saying. Dude.
Barely have any vision.
It's going.
Would you give up talking though?
Maybe not right now, but say 70
on.
years old, I'd give it up.
That ain't how that works.
But I would.
That ain't how it works.
If I could pick one, I'd give it up.
I wish you'd give up talking.
Would you?
No.
Yeah.
I'd give up my ears so I don't gotta listen to you.
This son of a bitch can't stop talking.
I can't stop. I got all kinds of stories to talk about.
This son of a bitch can't.
There's days where I wish Corey would quit talking and look for spirits.
Yeah.
Let me talk.
Fuck.
No, but that's a cool story. And it hits close to me because I know your
Yeah.
mom, your stepdad. I know their house. I
Yeah.
am familiar with the situation from where we grew up in town. So that's yeah. I don't want to make light of the situation.
Yeah.
I know I make jokes. If you haven't figured out, when I'm uncomfortable, I make jokes. Super inappropriate. Super inappropriate. I have done this for years of my life. I have had major tragedy hit my life, and I make inappropriate jokes about it. And I'm not going to change that. That's how I cope.
That's how he rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
No, cool. I appreciate you sharing that story though in the cast.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I wanted to just because it's close to me. It's like it's real to me. It's not something that's made up. So like
I don't think we've talked.
People-
You've told me this story before, but I don't think we've talked about that on the cast.
no.
Ever. Not that I can ever remember.
Yeah, I don't think so. But then we're gonna lead into now this kind of part 2.
Listen, part 2 they have to bring the heat because it's expected.
It is.
This is like a horror movie
Which-
sequel.
Usually part 1 is always like can you think of any movies? Because I'll have to dig around here while you're thinking. But can you think of any movies where the second one is better than the first? I got one.
Friday the 13th, part 2.
I'm gonna say Home Alone.
I actually like the original Home Alone more. I can understand why you would like the second one more.
Yeah.
I respect that. Yeah. But I like the original. And I think, you know why? I'm a homebody. I don't ever want to leave my house.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, oh man, I'm going to rack my brain, and by the end of this, I'm going to try and think of something that I think I'm sure there's somebody that's listening right now that's like, this sequel's better. This sequel's better. This sequel's. They're screaming it right now.
I'm gonna say Daddy's Home too, just because you know how I feel about that. Shut your mouth.
No, I won't.
Okay.
But do you know what low key movie I think is better as the second one? And it's hard because the first one was really, really good.
Don't say Happy Gilmore. I'll punch
No.
you. Okay.
No, absolutely not.
All right,
I turned the second one off.
All
I
right.
just could not get
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
that. No. And it's a horror movie. But the second Child's Play with Chucky, I low key think I like it more than the first one.
And I haven't watched like them.
Like the second one where
I'll have to go
and
back and see 'em.
people despise the third movie in that, like, because it's kind of a trilogy. Then they bring the Bride of Chucky and all that on, but like people despise that third one. I love it. That freaking barber in the third one just hits one-liners like it's his name. Anyway, sorry.
All right, let's take a beer break there, Mikey.
Hey, while we're on our beer break, I'm gonna think of a sequel.
All right, let's go there.
Let's go there. All right, so we're back from beer break. Corey, I figured out the sequel that I think's better.
What is it?
The Annabelle sequel is better than the original Annabelle movie.
I don't think I ever saw the Annabelles. Like, I might have saw one of them. I don't remember.
The first one is, meh, not very good. The second one, Annabelle Creation, that's solid. Oh, I got another one. There's Ouija board movies. The second Ouija board movie is 1,000,000 times better than the first Ouija board movie. That's all I got.
Well, the only one I thought of was the one that we agreed on was
Yeah.
Toy Story 2.
Dude, Toy Story 2 is good. Can we also agree that the series should have ended at Toy Story 3?
Yeah.
It's a perfect ending.
Yeah. 5's coming out next year.
Yeah, it's. I mean, and I'll watch them, and they'll be good.
They're just chasing that money at this
But
point.
3 was like the perfect
Yeah.
bow wrapped around
Yeah.
everything,
Bonnie
man.
gets all the toys.
Yes.
Like,
And I love Bonnie.
Boom.
And you know who I love?
Buster. And that dude's
No.
dead.
Oh, Buster?
Probably.
No, I like.
You see how old he was in, like, the third one?
Oh, you're talking about the dog. No. You know who I like in the third one? Mr. Prickle Pants.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wish my name, low-key, was Mr. Prickle Pants.
Is that the hedgehog?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like him too.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is. I liked him. I did like him. God, this is gonna be a long episode.
Yeah.
Well,
We're there.
whatever. All right, folks. Gonna get into my next story here, which is our part 2 from the first story. So the first story that I went over with D and Bogey happened in 2014. We are fast forwarding to this year, 2025. Bogey passes away.
Last year.
Oh yeah, shit.
We're first episode of 2025.
Well, you're right. I get mixed up with the timeline. It's like the X-Men movies. Like, you don't know what's going on, dude.
I've never seen them.
Oh, you're missing out. Shut your mouth. Like any other animal, Bogey eventually grew old. Towards the end of 2025, his body began to shut down. He wasn't getting around much anymore. He spent most of his time sleeping under my mom's bed. He had started going to the bathroom on the floor and barely ate or drank. It was clear that old age had finally caught up with him. In December of 2025, just a couple of weeks ago, I stopped by my mom's house after work to pick up my kids. When I walked in, she told me that Bogey wasn't doing well and probably didn't have much longer. I lay down on the floor and reached under the bed where he was, curled up. He was weak, but when I talked to him, his tail slowly flapped back and forth. I stayed there for a moment and said my goodbyes, and I'm really glad I did because later that night, sometime in the middle of the night, Bogey passed away. My mom didn't find out right away, but around 4 a.m., she was suddenly jolted awake by a loud noise coming from the hallway. She got up to investigate, and that's when she saw it. Hanging on the wall was a Christmas decoration she put up weeks earlier. It was a solid glass picture that said Merry Christmas. Somehow, the glass had completely shattered, spiderwebbed from edge to edge. But the strange part, the picture was still hanging on the wall. It hadn't fallen. Nothing had hit it. There was no explanation for how a thick glass decoration hanging untouched in the same place for over a month could suddenly shatter in the middle of the night. After seeing that, my mom checked under the bed and Bogey was gone. Was it a coincidence? It could have been. There are always logical explanations. Stress fractures, temperature changes, bad luck. But for that picture to break without warning at the exact time Bogey passed away in the quiet of the night, it's hard not to wonder. Was that Bogey's spirit leaving the house? Was he telling us he was okay? Or was it his strange final way of wishing us a Merry Christmas goodbye?
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. I don't know the answer, but I do know this. Bogey was something special. Even in the end, he left us with one last moment we still can't quite explain. So these were just two stories from my family that make you really question a lot of things about the universe, life after death, etc. We don't get too religious or anything like that on this podcast. But the main reason I wanted to present these stories was to show the supernatural, paranormal connection with animals, and something that was, that's right from my, family's experience. Like, it is what it is. Like, there's nothing fucking made up, no exaggeration. Like, that's, both of them is straight, like, what happened. And I even, when I typed these up, too, I even, sent them to my mom to, look at them and stuff to make sure that they were accurate. And she's like, yeah, that's good.
Well, you know where my mind goes right away to that?
What's that?
So there's the thought that, and there's, I guess there's some scientific proof or whatever to it. When somebody passes away, 90% of the energy out of their body leaves, but there's this 10% that lingers back. Something like this 10%. Pow, because we don't know what time he passed away at.
No,
and who knows how long this 10% lingers back at the body.
Yeah.
There's so much about death that we don't understand.
Yeah.
And that's not just with animals, but it's with humans and
humans,
everything.
yeah.
We do not totally understand everything that goes on with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder if there's something with that 10%.
Yeah. But could the glass just all of a sudden just shattered because of whatever, temperature or whatever, like I said? But it's strange that it happened
right there
overnight
for sure
when he passed away.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the part that it's
yeah.
Well, shit. So now we're going to get into some sources. Well, just one source. Sources. Sources.
Wound that from way
You
back.
did. Fuck, I'm surprised you didn't burp.
Yeah, I threw my neck out a little bit.
You had to go back to PT.
Son of a bitch.
You better call up therapist.
Call him.
You just graduated. Well, hey.
Yeah. They gave me a diploma.
You got a diploma?
Yeah.
Well, you better return that diploma and say.
You're right. They're taking it back.
Yeah, you can give me a new one.
I'm keeping the frame, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I paid for the frame.
Yeah, you did. They're expensive. I only use one source.
Reddit.
Haunted and Waiting.
Oh, that sounds spooky. I don't like spooky. I don't like to be surprised. So,
yeah.
You take that source back.
Take it back.
You take that back. I want it to be haunting and friendly.
So can animals see ghosts, spirits, or things that we simply cannot as humans? This has been a question humans have wondered about forever, really. From a scientific perspective, there's no conclusive evidence that animals can see ghosts or spirits. Hell, there's no conclusive evidence that ghosts exist, period. But 40 to 50% of the United States population believe that ghosts do exist. Behavioral scientists suggest that what we interpret as strange, bizarre, or paranormal behavior from our pets could simply be them reacting to things in their environment that we can't detect, like changes in air pressure, distant sounds, or subtle vibrations.
I also wonder if it could be something with, like, you know how they use they gauge the electronics or whatever in the air? I always wonder if it can be something like that.
Yeah.
Could it be something that pets are able to gauge? I don't know. You always hear all these stories from the paranormal shows and the ghost hunting shows about how, what is it, EMF detectors, right? Or is that
electromagnetic field?
Yes, there we go. Okay.
Whatever readers.
So there's always a correlation to that. Could that be something that pets can sense a lot more? And if there was spirits, do they actually need this I don't know. I never understood the correlation between the electromagnetic field and a ghost.
Yeah.
And obviously nobody does because we don't actually
fully understand it. Yeah.
But that would make sense if maybe something in the air changes and their bodies are naturally, because when we have pets, we have dogs, we have cats. They are programmed.
Domesticated.
Yeah, they're domesticated, but they're still programmed to have these feral feelings. You know what I mean? Like, their ancestors had to survive. There were things trying to hunt them and kill them, even if they were a predator at the time. So you just kind of wonder if it's their DNA dating back millions of years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes, man, dude. What happened to me?
Dude, you just turned into a philosopher.
Damn, dude. What happened?
You ever take Intro to Philosophy in school?
No, I'm sorry. Everybody, listen. Folks out there, this will not happen again. I apologize for that.
Get back to your
Get
back to your roots.
I'll just get back to burping and blowing them at Corey.
Yeah. Get back to doing what you do best, you son of a bitch.
Merry Christmas. Suck on this burp.
So yeah, no, I'm glad you said that because I'm going to dig right into what you just said as a follow-up.
Holy shit, I am a genius.
Animals have senses far more powerful than ours.
That's what I said.
Dogs, for example, can pick up on things that humans can't.
Dogs can pick up on smells of birds.
Certain
this word this is spiraling.
Go back to burping over there.
You just spiraling. Damn it.
They can pick up certain types of light, shifts in energy, or changes in their surroundings that go unnoticed by us. Cats are similar. Their vision is sharper, their hearing is more sensitive, and even their whiskers can detect tiny movements in the air. Because of that, pets may react to things that look like nothing to us, but in reality, there's something happening that we just can't perceive. That explanation makes sense to a point, but it doesn't fully explain the strange timing, the emotional moments, or the personal experiences so many people share. And that's where it starts to get unsettling.
So when you say the personal experiences people share, do you mean that's their personal experience with their animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you meant like the personal experience with everything that went on with your family, like all those things coupled together, or...
Yeah, no, like just like in general, like the experiences that people have with their pets and different strange events that are happening. It's like, you know, when somebody passes away or whatever and like the strange things happen, it's like, okay, like it can explain some things, but like those situations just make you really wonder if there's something more going on. One thing that comes up a lot when people talk about animals and the paranormal is the idea of a sixth sense. And when we say sixth sense,
we think of the movie.
Not the movie.
Not the movie?
Yeah.
There's no Bruce Willis in this story?
There's not.
Of M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah, there's not. And when we say, it's hard saying sixth. I keep wanting to say sixth. So that's
with you, yeah, I believe that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why it's fucking hard.
So many F's.
Yeah.
Your world is just
Hold
full
on.
of F's.
My fucking...
Lick your lips. Drink a beer.
And when we say sixth sense, we're not necessarily talking about something supernatural. Most of the time, we mean intuition. That gut feeling where you just know something is off, even when you can't explain why. Humans experience this all the time. You might get a bad feeling about a place, sense tension in a room, or feel like something isn't right about anything. Actually, oh wait, shit. Or feel like something isn't right before anything actually happens. That sixth sense comes from our brains quietly picking up on patterns, body language, tone of voice, and past experiences, things we don't always consciously notice. Now, when it comes to animals, especially pets like dogs and cats, that same kind of intuition seems to be turned way up.
Hold on. Are you a dog guy or a cat guy?
Dog.
Okay.
What are you?
Cat.
Well, it depends, though, because, like Bogey, when I lived at home, well, when I was in college, going home and stuff, I think I was a cat guy then.
Yeah, I'm just a cat guy. Cat's personality is more my speed.
You must have never had an asshole cat.
Oh, I have. Yeah. Well, my wife has that I've spent enough time around. Yeah.
I mean, most of my cat, like Bogey, was, like I said, he acted like a dog. Like, I taught him how to play fetch.
Yeah.
I throw this little, like, ball, like, across the room. Pooh, he'd get it. He'd bring it back. He'd drop it. I'd pick it up, throw it. Like, he freaking dog. Like, I'm like, it's like the little bit you did on Theo Vaughn about calling that dog cat.
Oh, yeah,
cat
that's
dog.
true, dude. I worked with a guy that had a cat that they called
and that's
dog.
what I'm saying. Like this,
and he was from Louisiana, just like Theo.
I'm from Pennsylvania, so it's even up yonder.
Well, hey man, when I moved down south, me and my wife moved down there, and we couldn't afford TV. All we had was our cat, and our cat was like literally our entertainment for months till we saved up enough money where we could buy a couple DVDs and shit like that. So. Yeah, he's my buddy. And now I watch my youngest son just lay on top of him and him just genuinely, like, give me the look like, I don't want to claw him, but I think I'm going to have to. And it's like, buddy, you do what you got to do. It's like, you're my firstborn. You do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely have. I'm a cat guy. I don't like having to pet a dog because they smell weird.
Yeah, cats at least clean themselves.
You're right.
I'm probably 50-50 now that we're going through the motions here.
Go.
Going
That's
through
what
it.
I'm talking about.
I'm probably like 50-50.
I'm 90-10.
Damn. You ever had a big dog?
I mean, I had like a big fat lab, but the bigger the dog, no.
See, the smaller the dog, the more I hate dogs. Like, no offense. I know you got a small dog.
Oh, I don't like my dog that
Okay.
much. No, she drives me insane.
I
mean, I love her, but she drives me totally fucking insane.
I just the yipping and like the loud like barking and stuff. Like I just
Yeah, but I don't like big dogs either because they take up so much room. No offense.
No, that's fine.
They're just there.
Yeah, usually
and
in
you
our
have to
bed,
work.
it's
You have to work around them.
usually
you know
in our
what I
bed.
mean?
It's me, my wife, my oldest, my middle, and my Saint Bernard. So yeah. And I already have a king bed, dude. We can't get any bigger.
California.
It's not. It's the same. It's a king bed. It's just it would be worse because it's longer.
Well, you need longer.
I no, but then it's fucking skinnier on the sides.
Oh,
The skinnier goes longer. Okay, fucking.
you just flip it the other way.
Yeah, and we're pretty back to square one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we just solved that issue.
All right.
Another problem solved for Corey. On to the episode.
Yeah, Kraken Cans Cast solves another
Strikes
daily
again.
problem.
That's why they call me.
Fuck, I don't even know where
What if I just yanked your dog's face off and was just like, oh, look, it's old man Jenkins been sleeping with you and your family. And he's like, oh, rats.
Oh, rats.
I've been loving spooning with Corey.
And under his red rocket is a
Under
fucking...
his red rocket is a giant fucking dong. And it's like, oh, I loved having that between Corey's thighs. It was so warm. Corey's like, damn it, I'll never be able to sleep right again. That was so comfy.
That's why I'm a cat. That's why I'm a cat guy now.
Yeah, some people like a pillow between their legs. You got used to the red rocket between your legs.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's
But
supposed
it's fucking
to go.
just old man Jenkins.
Just old man Jenkins.
Yeah.
And I would have got away with it, too, if it wasn't for you and you meddling kids. And I'm like, Mike strikes again. Yada. Thank you for thinking I'm a kid, even though I'm half gray. Yada.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
What is going
this
on?
This is fucking off the rockers.
All right. Now, when it comes to animals, especially pets like dogs and cats, that same kind of intuition seems to be turned way up. Just like their hearing, smell, and vision are stronger than ours. Their awareness of their surroundings is also heightened. Animals are constantly reading subtle changes, shifts in behavior, emotions, energy in a room, or the environment around them. Because of that, animals often react before we do. They sense danger, distress, or change long before it becomes obvious to us.
I'm in danger.
And when a pet reacts to something we can't see, it can feel unsettling, like they're noticing something beyond our understanding. So maybe animals don't have a sixth sense in a mystical way. Maybe it's the same intuition humans have, just amplified. And when you combine that heightened awareness with deep emotional bonds, especially between pets and their humans, it starts to blur the line between instinct, intuition, and something we still don't fully understand. After we talked about intuition and the sixth sense, here's where it gets interesting. Because even if we accept the idea that animals are just operating on heightened instinct, there are still moments that don't sit right. Moments where instinct alone doesn't feel like enough.
I have an idea what that is.
What?
When it comes to like dogs and cats and stuff?
Yeah.
Worms.
Worms, yeah.
Because they can't sit right.
That's
They
right.
got squirmy butt.
Yeah, they sliding across the
Yeah.
carpet. My
Do
boys
the-
have been doing that lately.
Do the old chuck wagon.
My boys might have worms. Just thought of that.
Dude, that could be it. I'll
Ringworm?
never forget. I used to live in our old place. We used to have a little yard out front. And I was walking up to the front door to let our old dog in. And as I got like halfway to the door, I just saw her doing the chuck wagon like straight through the front of the yard. She lived like right by the big hospital and stuff. It's like, what are you doing? Oh man, that's funny.
Science can explain how animals sense the world better than we do. It can explain sharper hearing, better vision, stronger smell, and faster pattern recognition. What science struggles with is meaning. It can measure behavior, it can track reactions, but it can't explain why those reactions happen at such specific, emotional, and sometimes impossible to ignore moments. That's where stories like Bogey stop being just weird animal behavior. Because when a pet reacts at the same moment someone dies, or stares at a doorway tied to someone who is suddenly gone, or when something explainable happens the moment an animal passes, that's not something you can recreate in a lab. You can't run the experiment twice. You can't quantify a goodbye. And that's the space where the paranormal lives. Let's head to Reddit.
Ooh, let's go there. Let's head to Reddit.
It's not a long Reddit, and then
Okay.
then it's wrap up.
All
All right, folks, we arrived. We're here. We're landed.
Let's go there. I'm fucking wound up tonight, dude.
You are.
Get with it.
Fucking
Get on my level.
been eating too much sugar on your time off.
I've been just fucking sleeping on my time off, and it's been awesome.
Me too.
This is why you guys should support us. If you like the way I am tonight, if you support us, I'll just quit my job and do this full time.
Yeah, then we'll be cranking out better episodes.
Well, we'll be cranking out more episodes.
Yeah, they might not be better, but
They probably won't.
yeah.
Reddit
Reddit user Jake_Junior_Rain Icorn.
Jake Rain Icorn.
Junior.
Junior.
Don't forget the
Jake
junior.
Junior Rain Icorn.
Jake Junior Rainicorn.
Is that like a unicorn, but
But-
smaller?
It's like a unicorn, but
Younger?
with rain.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Years ago, a very, very, very good cat of mine died suddenly at just 6 years old. The vet said that, like humans, sometimes cats just have heart attacks or aneurysms. Anyway, I was grieving hard. I wrapped him in his favorite blanket and took his body in his carrier to the vet to have him cremated, and brought the carrier home with his blanket inside. Put the carrier on top of the shelf of the hallway closet and closed the door. 2 days later, I woke up to a loud crashing sound. My brother was sleeping on the couch, and I assumed he had dropped something. So I came out of the bedroom and asked him what happened.
And the brother said it was just the iron fell.
The
I was
iron.
ironing my
Underwear.
pants.
Underwear, probably.
Well, underwear and my pants because I have a big job interview tomorrow. So if you would respect my space, thank you.
I came out of my bedroom and asked what had happened. But he was still on the couch, half asleep. It wasn't me, he said. It was the cat. I heard him scurrying around. Then he woke up the rest of the way, realizing that whatever he heard could not, in fact, have been the cat. We both looked to the hallway where the closet door was wide open and the cat carrier was on the floor, easily 6 to 8 feet away from the closet. The door to the cat carrier was open and his favorite blanket was halfway out. This is the only remotely paranormal thing that has ever happened to me. I 100% believe that cat came to say goodbye. I couldn't find a dog story I wanted to use here, folks. However, there are countless stories out there of dogs barking into dark basements or into corners of rooms, etc. These situations could often be explained by natural reason most of the time, but other times maybe there is something more going on that we cannot see or understand.
So I remember years ago, like my mom was a smoker. So she would go down to the basement of our house when it was super duper cold out. Normally she would always smoke outside in our garage. When it was super, super cold out, she would go down to the basement. And I remember she would always complain about the dog in the basement because she would just be sitting down there and having a smoke, and she would look over at the dog, and he would just have his eyes up in the air like he was following something across the room. So her instinct would always be to like look what he was looking at and try and find it. And then she'd always look over at the dog, and he was just looking at her like, what? All the time.
What?
All the time. Yeah, like what? What do you want? What are you looking at? But and she always, like, his glance would follow something. It wasn't just looking at something. It was following something across the room. Because she always thought it was a mouse or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I
down
was
in her
going to say,
basement.
like a mouse or something.
But it was that, never saw anything.
So let's wrap up.
Let's wrap up.
As we wrap up today's episode, I want you to think about this.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Maybe our pets aren't just reacting to the world we see. Maybe they're tuned into something we can't even begin to comprehend.
Oh, damn. I want them out of my house.
Dogs, cats, and other animals have senses far beyond ours. We know that already. Durr.
You just hit the most subtle durr I've ever heard. Durr! That's how you should hit a durr. And you just hit a durr.
Durr.
Durr. No big deal.
They can hear sounds too high for us, smell chemical changes invisible to us, and sense emotional or physiological shifts in people long before we notice anything. And yet, those are only abilities we've discovered so far. Science doesn't say dogs and cats don't have other senses. It says we haven't identified or measured them yet. And history shows that reality is much bigger than what humans can perceive. There are magnetic fields, infrasounds, subtle vibrations, and other environmental changes happening all around us.
Infrasounds?
Infrasounds.
Yikes, dude. That freaks me out a little bit.
Changes our pets can notice, but we cannot. So when a dog freezes, a cat stares at an empty corner, or a pet acts like they're saying goodbye to someone who has passed.
Or a dog just follows something across the room, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Maybe they're not seeing ghosts. Maybe they're just perceiving aspects of this world we are completely blind to. And that's both unsettling and beautiful because it means our pets live in a world layered over ours, a world we don't fully understand. They feel more, they sense more, and in their own quiet way, they remind us that there's always more to life, and maybe even in the afterlife, than meets the eye. So when you go home tonight and look at your pet, think about this. Maybe they know something you don't. Maybe they're standing at the edge of the unseen, and maybe, just maybe, they're letting you catch a glimpse too.
So, listen, next time you guys see your pet kind of staring at something, go on YouTube tonight, search Shawn Michaels sweet chin music. Figure out how to do sweet chin music and chin music that spirit in the corner.
Yeah. Tune up the band, boys.
You're right. You always got to tune up the band.
If you don't tune it up, you ain't going to hit that spirit.
You still can.
Well,
but you don't hit it with as much oomph.
It's like 50-50 then, too.
Right.
You might miss.
Yeah. Yep.
You might get fucking counted into a choke slam.
Oh, shit. Yeah, tune up the band, folks.
Yeah, tune it up. But yeah, with that, I mean, that's all I got.
That's what we got. That was fun. Corey, thank you for sharing kind of some of the things that happen in your house. Appreciate that.
Yep.
And with that kicks off Paranuary. Fuck.
Paranuary.
Paranu. Say it again.
Paranuary.
Nuary. Dude, it doesn't feel right. It hurts my nose.
You gotta practice.
It hurts my face to say.
Listen. Next time you're at home, pooping on the toilet, sit your phone on the counter. I don't want you using your phone. I want you practicing Paranuary.
What if there's a ghost there then and I can't take a picture of him? Because I feel like if I'm saying Paranuary, they're going to come after me. So thank you for joining us our first week of Paranuary. It still doesn't feel right. It hurts my face to say. I don't know what it is.
Your face does look weird when you say it.
It is. It feels weird all the time.
Yeah.
Looks weird all the time.
Yeah, you got a lot of gray.
But anyways, if you guys... Shut up, Corey. Don't talk about my grades. If you liked what you heard here, make sure to give us a 5-star review whenever you're listening to us. If you heard anything in this episode that you want to comment on, hop onto Spotify, drop us a comment. We personally respond to every comment we find on Spotify. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You got anything else?
Get your stickers, folks.
Get your stickers, yeah. If you give us a review, all you have to do is send us a message and we'll send you stickers. Free Kraken Cans stickers so you can... Oh, fuck.
We want to get you these stickers, so please do it so we can get them rid of.
Oh, dude, I have so many of them. I just need to get rid of them at this point.
If you want business cards too, just send a little side message. Say, hey, I want a business card. I will ship you a business card.
You're fucking right, you will, because he has a bunch of them,
I
too.
do.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, I am Crack Daddy Mick Ike.
Mick Ike?
Mick Ike.
Damn.
New year, new me.
Oh, shit.
Mick Ike.
Mick Ike.
Mick Ike.
Mick Ike.
No, don't say it like that. Because that sounds derogatory. Mick Ike.
How do I say it? Mick Ike.
That's not a word you're supposed to say. Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
Yes. So I'll take this whole part out.
Okay, I didn't know.
Mick Ike. I'm Crack Daddy. I'm Crack Daddy Mike, and I'm out of here.
I'm the BK Corey, and I'm out of here.
Watch what you're saying, dude.
Corey with an E.
Corey's stupid.
Like dumb.
Corey's stupid. Corey's stupid.
Dumb.
Corey's stupid. Corey's stupid. Corey's stupid. Corey's stupid.